Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.
Welcome back to Empowerment with Dr. Josefina, and I'm Laura Guttridge. First off, we would like to thank Bedazzled, the boutique that provides Josefina with the lovely little outfits that you see her wearing on the show. I love that one.
Well, thank you, Emmy.
And somehow we always manage to get the same colors. We never planned this, but it happens a lot. But she's over in the Kmart Plaza.
Kmart
right?
Plaza, Emmy. And if you go and tell her you coming from my show, she will give you my Josefina discount.
Ooh, that sounds great. I'm going to have to go get that Josefina discount. Another person we would like to thank is the person who does your hair at Sulamere. Valerie,
they are in Ocean Drive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the second floor of the Twig. So stop by if you want to get pretty, beautiful, you know.
Oh, so the Twig opened up a little shop up there?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to work at the Twig years ago, and that was always an office up there. So now it's a little salon.
A salon, and then they're going to do the second floor and also the first floor. And the first floor is going to be like nails and hair, very funky.
Oh, really?
So you guys have to check it out because, you know, you have to support our businesses in town because, you know, everybody's kind of worried. So we don't want you to worry, but if you support the show and you support our sponsors, then we can keep on going and everybody's happy.
We all like happy people.
And if I'm happy, you are happy.
That's right, and I'm happy too.
So tell me one thing. You were telling me about your mom's secrets for beauty. What is it that about?
My mom had me laughing this morning. She said she sleeps like a mummy. I said, why? She said, because it helps stop wrinkles. And, you know, I guess theoretically it sounds like it would work, but I'm imagining my mom sleeping like a mummy because she doesn't want to get any wrinkles. And then she said, oh, I started sleeping on my stomach and on my side because it feels better. And then I started to notice wrinkles, and I'm sure it's because of the way I was sleeping. So that's my mom's beauty secret tip of the day.
Now, what is your tip for the day in beauty? Now you give one and I do one.
Okay, mine is just to stay active. If you don't like working out, that's okay. Stay active. You know, keep going. You know, do your own yard work. Do your own vacuuming. If you can do it yourself, do it yourself because it's just like exercise.
Absolutely.
And of course, you know, sleep and water. Enough sleep. 8 hours of sleep and 8 ounces, I guess, is it, of water. I drink one of those big things of water a day.
A gallon?
Yeah, well...
half a gallon?
Yeah, I should probably drink a gallon. It's hard to almost drink the amount of water you really need in one day. So, yes.
My trick to drink the gallon of water a day, of course, I buy the whole gallon. You can buy it in the store. And I place that in the kitchen counter. So every time you go pass by the kitchen counter, that gallon is looking at you. So every time it looks at me, I drink it.
Oh, you have to do it. You have to force yourself almost.
By the end of the day, it's gone. So that's one of my tricks.
It's kind of like
okay, so go back to that's our beauty secret for the week.
Yes.
Yes.
And those aren't hard to do. You can do them easily. Okay, the lesson for today, really, we're talking about the story that I'm sure everybody heard about the little engine that could. And just to refresh in your memory is about the little engine had to get the toys to the children and got stuck trying to go over the mountain and sought help. And the two big trains that he came across, they refused him. But you know, they were tired, they had put in their whole day of work and they didn't want to be bothered helping the poor little guy.
Exactly.
And there's a little lesson to be told there, I think, that, you know, even though if you think that it's not going to help you to help somebody else because you're not going to personally benefit from it, I think that even when you do these little good deeds to help people, it does come back, if not that day, but in karma, good karma later. So, you know, shame on those trains that wouldn't help.
Absolutely.
But then the little train, like himself, did.
And you know, you made a great point there, because if every time you're going to do an action, you take an action, you're going to do it because what's in it for you, it's not good for you. Because it goes beyond whether you're exhausted, you're tired, you don't have the money, or you don't have the time, or you don't have the energy. People don't recognize, or we don't realize that I'm planting a seed. And from that seed, I'm going to collect harvest.
Right.
And I might not collect it from this particular person, thing, place, experience, but for something else.
Absolutely.
And then the unbelievable thing that I know in my personal experience, that not only will benefit you directly, but your children and your members of your family.
Oh, sure.
Because it's like you created this, like you said, karma, this environment, this energy that will benefit those who you benefit.
Right. And then also, you know, not to pick apart that particular point of it, but the person that refuses to help, sometime in their life they may need help. And if they never helped anybody, they would probably feel guilty about asking for help, and then maybe not ask for help at all, and then that's not good either.
Yeah, because if you haven't deposit money in your saving account or your checking account, you cannot go and try to get money out of it because you have made no deposit to that.
Exactly.
So the same thing with people, emotional. You haven't given your children, your loved ones, your family, your friends love, then later on you're going to collect. How are you going to collect?
Exactly, with a straight face and mind, you know, how
you
can you?
Can't,
yes, right?
Because people don't have, they haven't developed the love, mainly the love to give it back to you because you never place it for them.
Yeah, their attitude ends up being, the world has never done anything for me, and I don't want to do anything for the world either, and they are just miserable and lonely people.
Because, and the world has, see, it's a catch-22. The world hasn't done anything for you because you haven't done anything for anybody.
That's exactly the point.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is. But then, you know, the little guy that did end up helping them, and that teaches lessons too. And the first one that comes to my mind is empathy, because if you've been there and you know the hardship, you want to help someone else who has been there and has had hardships. So. And they don't expect anything in return other than maybe the next time he needs help that there's somebody there for him. So it all kind of comes back to the beginning of what our conversation was.
Exactly. And not only that, Laura, but because she makes the conscious choice that although I'm a little engine, I'm going to help them. And she puts all her strength and power to help them. Then what happened? Then she starts thinking, I think I can. I think I can. And then when she overcomes that, imagine the empowerment that when you start doing something and then you conquer that thing, and when you feel good about it and you achieve it, imagine. And that's why she smiles down and says, I thought I could. Right. Because first she think I can. Isn't that's empowerment?
Oh, absolutely. And then you kind of wrapped it up into 3 different things, like having the confidence,
the motivation to succeed, and a worthy goal.
Oh, and a worthy goal. So all these things in her mind, you know, helped her to get through the adversity and to finally deliver the toys.
Yeah, and if one thing that you can get from this lesson is having that confidence that whatever you have in mind that you want to achieve, have the confidence. Don't let the economy, don't let your friends, don't let your families, don't let the circumstances deprive you from what you want. Think you can. And then you have that confidence, then you have a worthy goal. That's why we have to set goals. That's why if you haven't called for and ordered my program, my 5-week program, which is in CD, and it has a workbook, then you need it to get it, because when you have a worthy goal, then you can do that. You can call my office, 778-8877, check my webpage, www.drjosefina.com, and you get all the information that you need. And then you have the worthy goal, the confidence, and the desire, the motivation to succeed. That's the key.
There's a quote, and I don't have the exact quote or who said the quote, but the idea of it is that don't ever underestimate the power of what a few individuals, you know, although they're not powerful and rich, that they can do, and those are the things that really do change the world. Is the power of the people around. Right. Yeah. And you don't have to be rich and powerful, you know, just getting together with people who can help each other.
Absolutely. But people, you know, that's what I always say, you know, to associate with people who can help you, who empower you, who motivate you, who encourage you, who celebrate you. Why would you surround yourself with people who condemn you? So always go with the people that celebrate yourself, not that tolerate yourself.
Absolutely.
I think we just have to say goodbye. Thank you, my darling. Thank you. We're going to take a break, and we think we can come back.
Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.